Am I the asshole for uninviting my mother and aunts from my wedding after what they said about my fiance? I, 25 male, am extremely lucky to be marrying the woman of my dreams, Maya, 24 female. I'm originally American, but moved to Norway when I was 19 to get a college education without paying an arm and a dick. I met Maya when I was 20, and we've been together ever since. We recently got engaged, and our wedding is planned for this fall. I wanted to tell my family in person about it, so we planned a trip to visit my hometown to announce it. This is the third time my parents, 55 male and 52 female, are meeting her in person, and the first for more distant relatives. We had a big dinner at my aunt's, 57 female, Deborah, house, and we announced it, and most of my family was ecstatic and congratulated us. My mom, Deborah, and one other aunt did not look happy. I didn't really pay it much mind at first, but as the evening progressed, Maya told me that she felt super uncomfortable with the glare she was getting from the three of them. She's quite shy and not very confident in English, so we talked in Norwegian between the two of us for the most part. Of course, when talking with my family, we spoke English, but I started to feel the chill from my mother's glares whenever the two of us were talking. I told Maya I'd be right back, and I talked with my dad about what the deal was. He just kind of shrugged and told me, "You know how your mom gets with women you're seeing? Don't worry about it. She's just upset that her son is putting roots down an ocean away." He was wrong about not needing to worry. After dessert, my mom stood up and gave a toast. Cheers to my son and his fiancée. She may not be the best woman for him, but I'm sure he'll realize that once he sees what a slut and gold digger...
Wait, what?
I'm sure he'll realize that once he sees what a slut and gold digger she is. Or maybe she'll grow a conscience and save him from himself. Cheers.
Ding dong. That lady is a bitch. Oh my God.
I would actually go no contact.
Yeah.
Absurd.
That's wild.
Yeah. Maya left the room crying, and there was a long silence aside from my mom and my aunts snickering. Like, they still thought she was in the right after Maya ran out of the room crying. They were laughing a lot about it.
Mean girl behavior.
Bad.
Come on.
Before I broke in and said, "You realize that the choice for who the most important woman in my life is hasn't had you in the running for nearly a decade. I actually love her and would choose a kick to the nuts over you. The three of you aren't welcome at the wedding, and Maya and I will be staying at a hotel for the rest of our time here." And then I left as quickly as possible with Maya.
That's really sad.
This is crazy.
Yeah.
I feel bad for putting Maya through that and don't want her to have to deal with anything like that on what's supposed to be one of the happiest days of our lives. But at the same time, I've been getting calls from my family about how unreasonable I'm being. He's being unreasonable.
Yeah, what?
That my mom was drunk and is just worried about me, etc., etc. My sister, who has no contact with our mother, told me that I royally fucked up and probably burned most of the bridges with our family, or at least our mother's side.
Well, if the sister is already no contact, did she not burn any bridges either?
Yeah, wait, what? How is it OP's fault?
No.
When the sister is already
not.
no contact, and then she's like, "Oh, well, you burned the bridges." I did?
No.
The mom stood up and called his fiance a slut and a gold digger. They've been dating for 5 years. What? Okay. And a lot of my mother's side have said they won't come unless I re-invite my mom and aunts. I would literally be like, "Okay, baby, don't come."
Yeah, at the end of the day, they'll regret it more than he will.
Yeah, that's so crazy. Mm-hmm. My dad said he can't come unless my mom can go, and he really wants to be there. I don't know what to do, and Maya said it's my choice, but she really doesn't want them there. Am I the asshole? No.
Did
not
mom?
At all.
I'm curious if mom reached out at all to try to make an actual apology, or even that I think would be hard. There's hate in her heart, and I understand the mama's boy thing. I was very much a mama's boy. I'm sure whoever I would bring home, my mom would be super
Yeah.
But still, that's not, my mom would never do that.
No.
Never.
I think there's a difference between a mama's boy and the mom wanting to be in an emotional relationship with the son.
Yeah.
Why are moms so intimidated by their son's girlfriends or fiancés or wives.
And how would his mom even, if they've met 3 times, how would she even know that she is a gold digger and a whore?
No, I think the mom is so manipulative and mean. And if the dad is right, that she actually is just upset that her son is now going to be living in Norway, she's just trying to make the fiance look bad so that the son has a different, view of his fiance.
Yeah.
And if he's like, oh, yeah, she is. Like, what did the mom think was going to happen? That her son would be like, oh, yeah, you know what? Just because my mom said one sentence at a family party, I'm going to break up with the girlfriend now. Like, right. No, what did you think was going to happen?
Yeah, and I might sound mean here. I believe that he probably went there to get a free or cheaper education, college degree. But like, honey, your son was that quick to pick up and move across the pond himself. Yeah. So like you as his mother were probably a little bit toxic. You already have a daughter that's no contact.
Yeah.
Maybe look in, and you know what? Housewives, Teresa Giudice, her tagline this season is like, they do say blood is thicker than water, but it's also a lot harder to clean up when it spills.
Oh, shit.
So like, yeah, like blood, I mean, at the end of the day, like I would ride or die for my family. I haven't had to go through this, thank God. But blood is like what at the end of the day? You know what I mean? Like if she's going to treat you or someone that you really love and like you've built this life with across the pond, then at the end of the day, like, okay, whatever, sounds like there's a lot more going on with that woman.
Yeah. I just don't get how the whole family is blaming the son. So none of the other family members, nobody, except maybe the dad, can see that the son planned a positive engagement party to announce this good news that they were celebrating. The mom got up in front of everyone and said, the girl is a slut and a gold digger. And the son said, well, she's more important to me than you ever have been. And they're saying that the son is the only person that made a mistake here, and it's all his fault.
Yeah, no, wild.
Like, what did you think the son was going to say when confronted with such violent words? Like, did you think he was just going to accept it or go away quietly?
Right. And I feel like, too, I think this is in general. It's like kind of like in America, or maybe, I don't know if it's other countries too, but I feel like there needs to be, like, people try to always put something as it's a level of respect for your adults. So, you always have to respect your adults. You shouldn't act or talk to them that way. And I'm like, no, I'm also an adult. Like if he should be like, I'm also an adult. This is a huge life decision that I'm making. And I was excited to share this with my family. Yeah. I came all this way to do it.
Yeah.
And then that's how I was treated. So no, you're not going to like gaslight me. Yeah. The whole family sounds neurotic.
Oh, horrible. Yeah.
The aunts sound crazy. They must be like fucking Cinderella. No. Oh, they're the assholes. Yeah. You are not the asshole.
They all suck.
I'm sorry.
Lot. Yeah. I don't even have words. Like I feel like other than like go no contact, like what is the advice? Like that's just absurd.
Yeah.
Ridiculous.
Sorry, you got to be out.
Yeah.
Which is a hard decision to make, I'm sure, but
yeah.
Or maybe it's not.
I mean, I'm sure for some people it would be, some people it wouldn't be. I mean, he has already lived across the pond for 5 years. It's like, is it really going to be that much harder to just move there permanently?
Right. And whatever their relationship was beforehand, like obviously he felt the level of respect and care enough to, come over here and announce it to them like that.
Yeah. There was a few edits.
Okay.
My sister isn't siding with my mom's side of the family. She knows that I want to have my family in my life. So me royally fucking up is in reference to that, as well as the fact that she knows my dad probably won't be able to come because of this. Now, I think the sister is still victim blaming.
Yeah.
I don't know. I don't agree with that.
Yeah, I want to take that approach. I'd take the approach of like, okay, like listen to what they said and like whatever. Like they're not coming. Fine. You don't need them there.
Yeah. After talking with Maya, we both agreed that since the dad is someone I do genuinely care about, I should give him one chance to actually decide whether he wants to be part of my life going forward. I just got off the phone with my father and I asked him to have a one-on-one. He agreed and I will be meeting him in a couple of hours. I made a big list of points that I want to cover based off of several comments I've seen here.
It seems like the son is like really mature.
Yeah. Especially for a 25-year-old.
Yeah.
Like, your frontal lobe was just formed fully this year, and you're already
She's a doctor and a lawyer, guys. I don't know what to say. I mean, shit. I know who to call for anything.
So he did talk to his father. This is the last edit. He did talk to his father. He said he's denied it for years because he felt like he'd be a failure if he divorced his mother, but he knew standing up to her would mean she'd divorce him. He apologized for failing me and my sister. Wow. I told him the only apology I would accept is if he strapped his balls back on and chooses his kids over his wife. He hesitated. I could really see the conflict in his eyes. I almost caved seeing him like that, but before that could happen, I told him he knows where his balls are, how to contact me, and that only he knows what he really wants. All he needs to do is let me know before the wedding. I'm hopeful, but I don't know what will happen. I like the way this guy writes.
Wow.
He's just like, I moved because I didn't want to pay an arm and a dick.
Yeah,
he's like, you know where your balls are. Okay.
He's a guy's guy.
He is a guy's guy. He's also a girl's guy, standing up to his, or for his wife.
Yeah, I agree with that. But again, yeah, this woman's just crazy.
Yeah.
Because, I mean, even the dad's like, get me the fuck out of here.
Yeah.
But, like, I probably is like, I'm old and, like, am I really going to divorce her? Like, I only got a couple good years left in me. That's what it sounds like you say.
Sad.
Please don't put me in that situation ever.
I know. Wow. Yeah, that sucks. Your mom sucks.
Yeah.
Damn.